Namaste and welcome to this exciting episode of Sattology, Debunking Mythology. This is a brand new show on the essence of Sattology because this is what we do, and I'm going to take you to the latest excavations in Mexico. Believe me, I love Mexico because of its indigenous culture, and the people are very sweet over there because I just came back from Yucatan, and we're planning a retreat there, and I just came back from there, and it's just mind-blowing, and I really thank the Mexican government for helping me some of with these things and the local officials over there. So let's talk about it. This is in Cotepec, Veracruz, and this was the excavations done 2025 to August 2026. Now the President of Mexico, Claudia Sheinbaum, has done amazing work with the native indigenous communities, and less said the better, because she has really opened up the ancient past of Mexico. And I'm not praising her because I want some popularity or anything. I'm just praising for the genuine work she has done. Okay, now she has given homes to the indigenous communities. She has helped indigenous communities in a big way, and whatever people speak about them politically over there, I don't think so it makes worth the noise that she says. So what it means is that it's all noise actually. So this was San Lucas subdivision, 12 hectares, planned for residential development near the ancient site of Campo Viejo. Now, inner archaeologists, now one thing I must say, that the inner archaeologists, some of the places in inner, when they excavate things, they don't give importance to the indigenous communities. They create just museum sites, which is very wrong. And many local residents, even though I found out just now, were very scared of inner archaeological, I think, which the Mexican government can look into it. So now what they found is mind-blowing. So they found a main platform. You can see the images on the side on the screen. They found main platform 30 meters by 12 meters. See, they find the archaeological way of looking at things, like what was the age of the pottery and everything. You know how old it goes? I'll just give a small idea. Goes to 200 to 200 BC. 200, that means minimum 3000 years old approximately. And I will add to that story now with that. See, the thing is, they can find things, but we can build the story based on Puranas, Ramayana, Mahabharata. It has been well documented in UNAM by Mexican professors. Their connection with India, ancient India, large India, not just small India. I'm talking about when Indonesia means Indo, and Nisha means islands of Indonesia. The entire Pacific culture was there through this route, through the east of India towards Mexico, not through the west of India, through the east of India. Okay, because the west, that's where the trade routes were. From Indonesia, from Taiwan, from Hawaii, from New Zealand, which is New Zealand's old name is Shalmali, and from the islands of Fiji up to Rapa Nui, because the Rapa Nui has Indus script, has been identified in the script. It's called Rokonoga. So Ronga. That's the Rapa Nui script, is Indus script. So they found this 30 meter by 12 meter and well covered, like all Mexican ancient sites are well covered with plasters and colors. Colors very vibrant, red and yellow. Red and yellow. Same colors like Lima. Now, and also ritual offerings were found out. Charred maize, which you call corn here, but it's called maize. It's an English word maize, and also in Hindi word is makka. Makka, maize. Makka means Makka is corn. Makka is corn. Okay. Pottery vessels, figurines. Now figurines are extremely important. You can see on the screen. Fragmented green stone bed. So they found out andesite monolith stela, which is 1.88 meters tall, 1.47 meter wide, 22 to 25 centimeter thick, face down with later structures over it. Okay, now this has a direct connection to ancient gods of this region. Gods were common across Mexico, across North America, across Canada, coming from Inuit as well as influences mainly coming from Lima, Guatemala, Ecuador, Colombia, and the entire Bering that peninsula. Same cultures, same religions in the ancient past. The modern boundaries are not that important from the archaeology point of view and from the studying the ancient culture point of view. Now, so they found two elaborately dressed elite figures seated with headdresses, pectorals, and one possibly older, one younger, and believe me, artwork. This is artwork to tell a story. It's not the actual facial description. So the European scholars write Mayoid features, but I am saying it was local features because the artwork will be based on local features. Even today, the Mayan face structures are the same like they were used to be before. Now, so they're receiving the fluid, a divine liquid, possibly water. The Mayan culture was way more advanced than anything Europeans during that time. The Europeans were struggling in the snow. Actually, the European races come from Central Asia, Caucasian mountains, generally Georgia area, which is in Sanskrit called Ketumalvarsh, from where the white European races actually come. Swastika symbols. Swastikas are in many ways. Swastika actually means polar star around which the seven sages revolve. Seven sages, number seven is extremely important. Seven sages revolve around the polar star. That's why number seven is sacred in many cultures, even today. So, what is the total age? Now, people say Gulf Coast structure with typical traits, but not clearly Totonac. But let me tell you, actually, it's not Totonac. It's a Veracruz monolith with images on top of it. So when you see the images of those areas, I'm going to put the images, you can check it out. This is from INA, which is the Mexican authorities for archaeological. A place of worship. That means they had not sacrificed, because the Europeans call everything a sacrifice. Okay, the ancient history in Tenochtitlan, they didn't murder their own people. That's a fake history. So that means what they were trying to do was justify European murders, European colonizers murdering local Aztec people. That's what they're trying to justify. No, they were not cruel. These people were not cruel. There was no sacrifice, no human sacrifice, because the human sacrifices were done by the Europeans by coming there and killing people, diseases, war fights, done through the Catholic Church. Now, even if you go to the conch shells were found over there. So the offerings were looking like maize was old crop in Mesoamerica 200 BC also. Maize, makkah or maize is the same thing, and in India it's called mesa. So ancestor worship, agricultural cycles, ritual obligations, and primary drawing is a child and a father sitting and the father giving education to the child and respecting the divine offerings coming to them. Very family oriented culture, respectful culture, and studying each other. So now why Inak is avoiding the Totonac label? Again, I can tell you why. So the term Totonac is a commonly used for populations that develop between Kazons and Papaloapan, but the archaeologists say does not yet provide the clear indicators the material belongs to that civilization, because this is predatory civilization, predating. This is same characteristics as Tikal or predating Tikal also. And if you look at the lidar description of the Amazonian forest, which is coming from Peru all the way into Brazil and Guatemala and other states down south, is the same cultural trait like Guyana. Guyana has the same cultural trait like what they found in Mexico, because Yucatan means in Sanskrit means a place of yoga, place of meditation, place for connecting with God, and that was the main culture for the entire North America. If you look at the coordinates of latitude, latitude and longitude, you will see it connecting straight to the, in Illinois. Illinois, you all know the pyramid structure which is there, which they don't want to tell everyone about it. Chohuka. So then you have, and this particular site has many features of decoration, solid architectures, solid, the architectural sites are very coherent with other building architectures like Vastukala, like perfect as per Vastukala, east west facing, north south, very accurate. Northeast is a corner of the deity, and these are very accurate. See, only an Indian can understand it. Indian origin person can understand it. Especially my study is all in this area. We can understand, we can relate to Vastu, we can relate to Purana and Ramayana and other place structure, written documents we had. The ancient name for North America was Cronch, and the ancient name for South America was Pushkar, according to Sugriva. So there is a work called Sugriv Yatra. Yatra means travels. So Sugriva Yatra says all these things, documents these things, but more information there in another Purana. So with that being said, this is a fantastic site to study more, but I think the artifacts and the ages and other things, if there is a mixture of them and us, then I think we can build up a solid story which will be decolonized version of the ancient past of Mexico. Thank you for watching this. All the images you can see over there on the screen. If you like this video, do share it widely. I do it for all of you. Share it widely, spread the word, and you'll see many such videos in English language coming from me, depicting the ancient sites and new archaeological discoveries across the world, connecting with one common heritage of ancient people all over the world. Understand, North America, South America, the European discovery period is not the world's discovery period. The world's discovery period was previous to European discovery period. Just imagine how much ignorance the Europeans were for till 18th century, till 15th century, 16th century. They came there to loot, to fill the coffers of their religious bodies, and that's what the papal bull was all about. So thank you all very much for listening to me. Thank you, and let me know your feedback and comments on this video. Namaste.